Saint Rose of Lima, the patron saint of Latin America and the Philippines, whose original name was Isabel, was born on April 30th, 1586 in Lima, Peru. Her parents were Gaspar de Flores and Maria de Oliva, and was from a family of 13 children. When Isabel was young, she was nicknamed Rose because of her beautiful face and rosy cheeks. Rose was a very devout Catholic. At the age of 5, she was known for her great love for God and had an intense devotion to the infant Jesus and the Blessed Mother Mary. As Rose grew older, she became more and more beautiful, and one day her mother put a wreath of flowers on her head to show off her beauty. But Rose had no desire to be admired, for her heart had been given to Jesus. So, as a form of chastity, she put a long pin into the wreath, and it pierced her head so deeply that she had a hard time removing it. That's true dedication right there. Saint Rose's family was poor and hoped that Rose would marry a rich man to help assist the rest of her family, but she wanted to remain single and dedicate her life to Christ alone. Saint Rose not only prayed for hours each day, but took care of orphans and the elderly that needed help. She lived each day for Jesus Christ and took a vow of chastity and devoted herself to a life of extreme abnegation and self-mortification. Rose would fast 3 times a week, and in fear of temptation by others by her beauty, she rubbed pepper and lime to her face until it was red and blistered. This ruined her complexion, and that is what she wanted. She also cut off all of her beautiful hair, and wore coarse clothing made of animal hair, and slept on a bed of broken glass, stone, and thorns. Saint Rose became so famous for her holiness that she attracted the attention of the friars of the Dominican order. She wanted to become a nun, but her father refused to allow this. So, out of obedience to him, instead, she entered the Third Order of Saint Dominic, remaining in her parents' home. In her 20th year, she finally allowed to take the vow of virginity for which she had longed for. For 11 years, Rose continued her self-martyrdom without relaxation until she died on August 24, 1617, at the age of 31. Her last words before her death was, "Lord, increase my sufferings, and with them increase your love in my heart." Saint Rose is able to show a life of true commitment to the Lord by her actions of charity and chastity. She was determined that she would be reunited in heaven with God by doing what he wanted her to do. Saint Rose is able to show a life of true commitment to the Lord by her actions of charity and chastity. She was determined that she would be reunited in heaven with God by doing what he wanted her to do, and she continued to do that until she reunited in heaven with the Lord. Saint Rose has inspired me to become more like a servant of the Church by her willingness to sacrifice herself for the sake of others, and by her strong morals of self-discipline. She was worried about her appearance because she did not want others to fall into temptation by the devil, so she turned to self-mutilation and deprived herself of luxuries so that she could focus on God alone. This is what inspired me the most because, realistically, us humans are easily distracted by appearance and materialistic things, and that is what causes us to lose our focus on God. And I myself have selfishly indulged into materialistic things, and it makes me realize that I need to set those things aside, forget about appearance, and give my full focus on the Lord. Saint Rose of Lima's life and actions connect to being a gospel-centered woman who lives out Christian moral values by how she devotes herself to God and takes a vow of virginity, and by also being charitable and warm-hearted. In being a true moral Christian, it is important that you need to show love and compassion for others and to God. Saint Rose was just a perfect example for that. She had a heart of love and devotion for the Lord and to others, and those are the things that true gospel-centered women should have.